the only survivor of a shipwreck on an island. And he was lucky because he made it to an island. He had firm ground, but every morning when he'd get up, he'd spend all day looking out to the horizon to see if there would be a ship that could come and rescue him. And each day he looked, no ship, no rescue. And day after day it became grinding and it literally wore him down. And so he decided he needed to kind of change his strategy a little bit. And so he went out to the beach and he gathered driftwood and he made himself a hut to protect himself from the elements and also to offer protection for his belongings. And one day, as he was returning later on in the evening, after scavenging for food throughout the island, he looked and his hut was engulfed in flames. And the smoke was rolling up into the air. And he realized in his devastation, everything I have is gone. And his grief and his devastation, he just buckled and he went into his knees on the ground. He was in shock. And as we all know, shock really wears one out. And so as it got darker, finally in exhaustion, he went to sleep, a very troubled sleep. And the next morning, he woke up to the sound of a ship that was coming to rescue him. And so this very wearied man asked these rescuers, "How did you even know I was here?" And they replied, "We had to come. We saw your smoke signal." It's very easy for us to become discouraged. Some became very discouraged when we were stay at home. And some are still discouraged with what's going on in the coronavirus, that we have been anticipating some type of a cure or a vaccine. We're anxious to kind of get back, as one of my parishioners said, just to get back with my life. And yet it doesn't matter how discouraged we get, we should never ever lose heart. Because God is always present and at work in our lives, even in the midst of those seemingly overwhelming challenges. So I want you to remember the next time, and those of you that are discouraged and struggling right now, to remember this. If your little hut seems to be burning down, maybe, just maybe, it's a smoke signal for God to come and embrace you and to be with you in your challenge. God bless.